So we are backstage, hidden away in Crow's Bar Terrace, Born Factory, Dublin. We are with my good friend, Ahmed with Lord. How you feeling today, my friend?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
So I know you've been listening to a lot of Brazilian music, a lot of Bossanova. What else are you spinning right now? What else are you playing a lot of?
Hakanaka has been rinsed. A lot of crutch.
Oh,
rinsed, bro.
In this house, we love crutch.
Got your
In this house,
in the what? Doing come again? Come on, now.
Bro, in this house we love crutch, bro. I know you're playing a lot of Bruno Burley as well. So like, are you into the older Bossanova, or is it just the new kind of stuff as well?
Definitely 98% like old Bossa Nova, like stuff from like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Just Brazilian music in general, be it Bossa Nova, Samba, Tropicalia, MPB, the old greats. Jorge Benjor, Gal Costa, Gilberto Gil. Only Bruno Burley is the one person from like new school that I'm like, oh, he's carrying them principles.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? There's just a beauty to it. There's a layer of just like authenticity to it. And all their music that they make is really good.
Yeah.
And I really vibe with that.
Your top three at the minute you're spinning, we're saying with Bruno Burley, talking Crutch, and who was the first one you said? Takanaka?
Takanaka.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, man. If you guys don't know, now you know. We're being put on.
Wake up.
So, obviously, you bring a lot of energy to yourself. I've seen you do push-ups. You're almost like a wrestler sometimes. Was there ever a stage where when you started making music, that you were nervous to perform or nervous to put music out?
Maybe putting music out, I felt a bit weird. You know what I mean? That's an inherently weird thing. And
it is, yeah.
Like,
you know,
weird fun thing is like, I record a load of stuff, I'm gonna put it out there. That's a bit strange. So anytime, like, especially around like early infancy stuff, like me actually coming to terms to be like, oh, I'm at a position in my head, because like that's the only person that matters. I'm in a position in my head where I can be like, I've kind of earned the right to put stuff out there. That's how my brain would always think. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm kind of perfectionistic in that way of just like, I want to make sure that like I can stand by whatever I put out.
I hear you.
I'm definitely at a spot now where it's just like, I have more confidence. I can just like put out whatever. In terms of performing though, I was a drama kid. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
you directed a couple plays back in the day and stuff, yeah.
He knows.
Of course, man.
No, like, because I'd been doing a load of plays in school, I was in Dublin Youth Theatre as well. The actually being on stage part, I was like, this is nothing to me, because I've already crossed that fear barrier ages ago. If anything, I remember like the first time I did a set, I was like, oh, this is like the first time where I just have to like just be myself and go on stage. Like, I don't have to like rehearse any lines or nothing. I just have to like know lyrics that I already know because I made them and just go up there and perform. Like, shout out District for giving me the opportunity. But I remember I was in the thought process of like, oh, I need to get into live stuff. I need to like, maybe in a couple months I'll have the confidence to like try and set something up, and then they just like hit me up, and I was like, oh,
they
put me in the deep end, and I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity. I like,
and you did,
and I did it.
Yeah,
so
fairs, man. That's unreal, man. Talk to people about the era of Fight Nights and Clash the Keys.
I'm like the biggest wrestling fan. Big wrestling fan. Definitely one of my special interests is wrestling. Like, I've been like watching wrestling since I was like 3 or 4. It's one of my earliest memories. For whatever reason, I always feel like it's super important to like put as much of yourself into your work.
Of course.
And I was like, I'm a big wrestling nerd, and I'm doing a load of performance. Like, you know what I mean?
And
There's
you're a theater kid.
I'm a theater kid. There's a lot of similarities between getting up there and just singing some songs and people cheering versus like, you know, being in a wrestling ring doing some stupid stuff. So I was like, there's no reason why I shouldn't add this to the act, because it's fun. I feel like, especially when you're doing creative stuff, it's a lot easier for people to relate to you when you're just like being yourself. And it's easier for you to do as much as you want and be as creative as possible if you just do what you know. And people know themselves more than they know anything. So that's all I want to do.
That's amazing, man.
That's what I be doing stuff.
So, little throwback. So, forget Biggie and Tupac. Forget Kendrick and Drake. I want to know about your beef with Lord and Kelly, but where did that stem from? How did that become a thing?
Oi. I wasn't expecting that one. That's mad. That's crazy. Rory Sweeney's right, man. You are Nardwar, bro. He right, bro. That's absurd. When I was in 6th year, I remember I was talking to one of my friends from Sierra Leone, but they lived in America. I think they made like a diss track for somebody, and I was like, that's really fucking cool. I want to make like a diss track for somebody.
But you need a reason.
And then I was like, I did need a reason. And then I was like, oh, it's Lorcan's birthday coming up. Maybe I should make him a diss track. I was like, but what if I made him a whole EP? I made like 3 songs. I made like one song And then a few of my friends see me do it. So then I was like, fuck, I'll make the beat for them and they can do it.
Yeah.
And I made an outro and I was like, 4 tracks. And I was like, done. And I made the cover, Fuck Lork and Kelly. And I said, from Ahmed with love.
That's where the name came from.
That's where the name came from. I was in school with my phone's mic going up to people going like, say fuck Lork and Kelly right now. I went up to like his little brother who was in first year at the time. I was like, say fuck Lork.
You were 6 year, bro. You were gonna be petrified.
Fully, like, no, that was fun. That was like the first time I realized, oh, like music is just like, you just make stuff and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Lork and Kelly walk so that Ahmed with love could fly.
Wow.
So it can never be F Lork and Kelly.
Oh, that's beautiful.
One of the besties. One of the besties. Big love to Lorkin.
We're gonna move on to some quick fire questions. Are you a summer or a winter man?
Summer. First Shersky, hate the cold.
Your favorite wrestler of all time? I can maybe guess. I want to guess.
We'll say it at 3.
Okay, 3,
1, 2,
1.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
No, my top 5 looks like, in no particular order, Eddie Guerrero, Booker T for the culture, Stone Cold, John Cena because he's earned it.
You can't.
Because he's earned it.
Randy Orton?
Rob Van Dam.
What would be one of your favorite albums of all time?
Some rap songs by Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah, fairs. What is something or someone you have been grateful for recently?
I'm grateful for my girlfriend. I'm grateful for Helen, who I just moved out of house, but her and John and like Killian, who's my best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all raised me for like the past 13 years in their house. It's like when I moved back from Sierra Leone. So very grateful for them. I'm grateful for all my friendos. You know what I mean? I'm grateful I'm still here. I'm grateful that like the sun rises and sets.
What is a message you would send to 16-year-old Kareem?
16-year-old Kareem. I'd just be like, man, literally have fun and be yourself. Just keep doing yourself, man. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Being yourself works.
Favorite movie of all time?
You ever watch Moonlight?
Not even, bro.
Every time I watch that movie, I cry.
We're emotional here, guys.
Moonlight. I won't even go into it, man. Just watch me.
Say no more, man.
Top 3 cartoons.
There's no particular order. I want to say regular show.
Bars.
I love One Punch Man. That's fucking hilarious.
It's good. It's good.
No, it's hilarious. It's such a good album. But the first 2 seasons of Some Dust Squarepants.
Thinking the same ever. I miss those bright open skies.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
What makes you feel like this was a good day?
Honestly, I think when I find new music, I'm always so happy with my day. Like if I can go a day and be like, okay, I found it like 1 new song or 2 new songs, a new album or rediscover something. You know, like I'm big into my samples. Like I actually have a list on my phone. I'll show you after, bro. I got a list of my 101 favorite samples of all time.
That's fun. Insane.
Bro, pick a number between 1 and 101.
56.
Teenage Fever by Drake is samples If You Had My Love by Jennifer Lopez.
A nice great dig.
Oh
big
man, nothing better. That's why I love the DJs and I love like alt scene because like there's so much crate digging involved. That's why I love the producers because they do a lot of the crate digging as well. Like, people like the artists and obviously the artists do a great job, but shout out to the producers, man. They're the ones digging through the vinyls, all that kind of stuff.
Hashtag Rory Sweeney.
Hashtag Rory Sweeney.
Hashtag Rory Sweeney.
No, we're gonna shout out the producers, man. Matthew Harris. Liam Harris, also a crazy producer. AO Max, insane. Rory Sweeney, of course. Cannot forget about Rory Sweeney. Ahmed, thank you so much for the time. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Thank you so much, bro.
That was magical.
Comment full stop. Came out back in October. Still spinning it like crazy. Make sure you give it a listen, give it a try, and let us know what you think. And everyone have a wonderful day. And thank you so much.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Don't try giving me reasons to stop.